Oh, no, yeah, that's right now. It was red before, so I thought that meant... Well, typically when it goes red, that means it's an invalid entry point.
No, it's just confusing me because I clicked the thing earlier, so it must have switched back or something.
Okay.
I don't know.
So
Sorry,
when the folder sector is in red, that usually means it's invalid something or other.
No, I think it was wrong, but it's weird because I was like, no, it's no name, and you were like, yeah, and I was like, okay.
Okay, I should really have on my show like two people like as guests that I like want to be like a couple because they'll be like so close to kissing. Like, so close. No, Tom. No. Okay.
For those of you listening at home that couldn't see that, I just grabbed the back of Andrew's head and moved in.
Is this what Marissa was doing? Is she trying to set us up?
Yeah, I think she ships us.
This is my ship.
Wow.
My ship has set sailed.
We need a weird, like, half of one name, half of the other thing.
I have so many ship names with people.
Oh, God.
Like, my name, like, I have...
Tandrew?
Tandrew, would that be us?
I don't know. Yeah, maybe.
I was going for Pange. Yeah. So it'd be...
Okay. Pandrew?
Pandrew,
It's like a bad name for a bear.
Pandrew.
A Pandrew?
Yeah.
See,
It could be entire species.
You can be...
That does work, though, because the AN of Pange and the AN of the... Yeah, I like that.
Pounds? Like Pange.
People do call me Towns. I don't know, like... What do you call me?
I switch between both.
You call me?
I usually call you Andrew, but occasionally I'll call you Towns.
You call me?
I've only called you Andrew in front of him.
Okay. He just shrugged.
I call you Andrew to your face. I'll occasionally call you Towns to other people.
Like, it depends on what context I'm talking about you. Like, if I'm talking about your...
Explain this.
If I'm talking about my pure hatred for you, it's Andrew. No.
Okay.
No, if it's like your radio show, I'm like Towns with Townsy in theory.
Okay.
Like,
I'll typically do that as well.
Yeah. And then Andrew every other time.
Like, then you'll spell it wrong.
Kylie
typically, if I call you Andrew and they don't know who I'm talking about, I'll say Towns, and then normally they'll get it.
Okay.
Yeah, because Kylie was... we were IMing that one day, and she's like, who are you talking to? And I was like, Andrew. And she's like, what? And I was like, Towns. And
she's like,
oh. So, like, I don't know. I switched.
I'm actually going to start calling you Ass Man because you're the assistant manager.
Yes. Whoa, no. I don't think I'm okay with that.
Too bad.
That is sexual harassment. Wow.
Right on my crotch.
You can, like, touch him, but I can't go by sexy secretary.
Nope.
I feel like this is extremely...
I explained to you, you are welcome to use the term sexy secretary as your officer position unless it's... but only in, like,
I would let you be
non-official.
sexy secretary.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
No,
overthrow him.
As ass man, I approve.
You're welcome to do it as long as you're not, like, putting that on your, like, email
it's already on there.
All right, fine.
Sexy secretary.
Just basically don't. If you meet Dr. Libby, just say secretary is all I'm asking
on
here.
my email signature it says sexy secretary of what radio in parentheses. Pange told me to do this.
Good.
He's demoralizing me.
Grand.
That's my phone.
Perfect.
You should make a seal, just like Pange approved, just like a stamp on the corner of everything.
It's just my face, and I've got like 2 thumbs up.
His birthday's coming up. I'm gonna
make it happen.
Oh, my brother is listening.
So I found a pen today that I couldn't account for. Because I keep one in my pocket and one in my bag, and then suddenly I went to go put that pen away. I'm like, this must be the one from my pocket because there was already one in my bag. Then I went to put it in my pocket. I'm like, wait, the one in my pocket's there. Where did I get this pen from?
For those of you at home, Pange does actually have an alarming amount of pens in his pocket right now.
Well, there's only one pen in my pocket.
Do you have protection for that pen?
It's getting all over the sticky
the cap's right here.
I think you need a pocket protector.
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
I get beat up enough as it is without a pocket protector.
Kylie.
You call it brawler pocket.
Brawler pocket?
Yes.
Wow, you're just making fun of the way I think about things.
Yep.
Yes.
You realize I can fire you at any given point to take your show off the air.
Nope.
Kylie and I would host a petition.
Yep.
Well, I don't care.
I do.
The buck stops with me.
We'll go to President Libby.
I have full
go to the Queen.
unauthorized power.
To the Queen.
Queen.
The Queen will send her.
You don't go to Dr. Libby. You would have to go to the pub board.
Well, fine. I'll go to
and
them.
argue them.
We'll find a way to get him back.
Okay, pub board, Libby, Queen. That's the order of command.
Well, no. The pub board doesn't even answer to Dr. Libby.
And then I'll just get Kylie to fill out those things wrong and spend all the money for things you don't need. We have power.
Everyone's phone's going off. It's like a phone buzzing party.
It was my brother asking for the number to call in.
Oh.
I accidentally picked up my phone. It's bad. It's Joe Beery. Can he speak?
Ugh.
Hey, Joe.
What is this I hear about taking our show off the air?
Yeah.
If Andrew doesn't, step lightly, I have that authority.
No, he doesn't.
By the way,
I had to
this
sneeze.
is Townsy and Theory with Joe Beery.
Yeah. And Andrew Towns. We're taking over. So, tonight
This is still nerd
tonight on the
herd.
show,
Even though I have like not nerds in the thing.
we
with
have a
me.
special guest here. Marissa and Kylie's Nerd Herd with Marissa and Tom Ecker and
Panch.
Panch.
Don't give
Sorry,
him the pleasure of his real
It's a
name.
very interesting show.
it
For the
is.
record, the mic has been taken away from me, so I'm just. Gonna
Nope,
sit.
nope, it
There
hasn't.
we go.
Nope. He could easily talk. Nope, do not touch Beery's silhouette. Marissa's trying to touch
I just
Beery's
want to
silhouette
take
on my
his
phone.
nose.
You want to take his nose?
Yeah, I just want to play the game.
He
Got
ate
your
someone's
nose.
ear recently, actually. Like he took
Van
their ears and like,
Gogh's?
no,
Okay.
no, like someone he knew personally.
Oh, he just ate their ear?
Yeah, like he took the ear out their head and like just like mimed eating it.
Wow.
Now the person doesn't have an ear.
Do you feel safe around him? Like hosting a show? Are you glad you're wearing headphones right
I'm
now?
glad there's a desk between us.
Oh. I mean, it's not a well put together desk.
It's
so.
not, and whose fault is that? Oh, I thought it was the sexy secretary's fault.
Nope.
It is.
Okay.
It's not my fault.
So Joe, what do you have to say for
I'm
yourself?
just a dame
Yeah.
in a
What I have to
man's
say for
world.
myself?
And the trouble with dames.
What do you have
is
to say for
dames is
yourself?
Trouble.
I'd like to say that I am a telephone.
Joe's a telephone, ladies and gentlemen.
And
Yeah. I'll be
Nerd
calling
Herd
in
isn't
in
very
another
nerdy this
20
week.
minutes, just so you know.
Okay. He'll be calling in another 20 minutes.
okay.
I'm gonna keep eating my rice cake, but I'll be back.
He likes rice cakes too.
Oh my god, you
Okay,
guys are
bye, Joe.
addicted.
They're really good and so many flavors.
I know what the midnight special, your guys' little thing is going to be. A rehab for rice cakes. We're
No,
going to
we
feed you granola.
We
and
could
other
actually just
things.
talk about rice cakes for a full hour.
Oh my! If that's
How
what
great
you
would
want,
that be?
you
Read
can
into
you can have more than
50
an hour.
Shades.
I don't think we have enough people.
Okay, deal.
You can have like 5 hours of rice cake talk.
Oh.
And I'll just sleep underneath the desk.
Can we have rice cakes in the booth?
No.
Oh.
It's food.
No food in the booth. No food or drink in the booth. Them's the
That's why
rules.
we have to do our coffee shots outside.
Yeah. Ugh.
So, nerdy things to talk about.
Nerdy things.
I recently managed to acquire one of my favorite movies on DVD, which is Speed Racer, the live-action movie they made, because it's really good. It really is. Yeah, everyone's kind of putting their head in their hands and, disapproving of my life choices.
Speed Racer.
It's like being at home for fall break. Yeah.
Yeah. Can I play the role of your mother?
The role of my. Okay, that took me a second to figure that out.
And then he can be your sister.
You do have womanly features.
Thank you.
I don't know how this plays out. I feel like I need to be your best
It's
friend.
getting homoerotic again.
Wait, what?
Except-
Your sister in you?
Whoa.
There's some homoeroticism.
Whoa.
Homoeroticism between you and your sister?
Between you and me, but now you're playing the role of my sister, so there's also getting some weird incesty stuff in there somehow.
It's just incesty stuff. It's not weird incesty stuff. Come on.
Oh, I guess
Be
that's-
mature.
That is redundant, I suppose.
2013.
What?
It's 2013.
Yeah.
2013. Yes, the current year.
Oh, I was like, you're looking over there saying it's 2013. Yes. Yes, the year is.
The walls speak to me.
Oh, the badly painted walls?
Yeah, Panch.
Hey, we inherit it like this. This has been the paint job since before I got
Kylie
here as a
and I are
freshman.
still waiting
How
for
about that roof
permission
tile?
to just hang everything.
We're working on it.
What?
Like, Kylie and I already came in here and vacuumed at the
Yeah.
beginning. Like, our second show, we brought a vacuum with us
Mm-hmm.
and got all the glass off the floor. So, you're welcome.
We still have a person on the floor, though.
Yeah.
Is that okay?
Oh, what?
Yeah, there's just
A
some guy
person
sitting
on the floor.
Yeah,
Sitting in the corner.
Steven's just listening. He hasn't seen the booth yet, so we were showing him the booth, and then time started, so it's like, get out or stay. So, one way or the other.
He's made his choice.
Yep.
Who doesn't want to stay in the half sky blue, half green room?
I kind of like it, honestly.
It's like the sky meets the earth.
Yeah. That's like the horizon.
Yeah. I don't know.
Joe just texted me, I love Speed Racer.
Yeah.
Joe, if you're listening,
Joe, if I fire Andrew, you get to stay. So,
then the show would just be
make
called
that
With
what you
Joe
want.
Beery.
With
Yeah.
Joe Beery.
Darn it, that's actually a good name.
that is a good name for a show.
You thought Lewis was a good name for a show.
You also
Okay.
thought Feminist Hour was a good name for a show.
That was a
Excuse
good idea
me.
for a show. Okay.
Excuse
so-
me. I gave that name for that show.
Okay, the Lewis thing is like he has a show on here, the Flux Capacitor. He like plays like 80s music.
Yeah.
And he was wondering for he wanted like something from the 80s. So I suggested, the Flux Capacitor. You call it the Flux Capacitor. And he's like, okay. So I gave him the name for his show, and he owed me a name for his show. So he didn't give me one. So I was gonna steal his name.
I feel like everyone was giving out names for other people
Yeah.
at that
Yeah.
little meeting.
So I was gonna steal his name unless something else came up.
Yeah. I think we need to have another meeting, but for fun.
Yeah, we did have the like actual meeting
Yeah,
before.
we need team bonding.
Team bonding. Can I haze you all?
No.
Oh.
Russian sauna.
Russian sauna. I'm down for it. We just
All
need
I'm
to
gonna say, I would drop the mic if I could.
But
Don't bang the table.
But yeah,
I'm not banging the table. The mic is banging.
we
the
just
table.
have to figure out. Like, we might not be able to afford
A
it.
bangs
Wait,
B and
no.
B bangs C. A
People
bangs
don't
C.
bang tables. People with mics bang tables.
Okay.
People bank table. Bank. Wow.
Try saying that 5 times fast.
You're wrong. No.
So would we get funding for team bonding?
Red leather, yellow.
Probably
leather,
not.
red leather.
Oh, fuck.
What?
I mean,
Depends on what we do.
a Russian sauna.
No, I don't think I
As-
could get that approved.
We could have a
Okay.
swear jar.
Kylie's been meaning to put one in because I'm
Yeah.
really bad. I've actually been like reining myself in to not just go blur, beep 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 beep.
No, you
beep.
did-
It used to be a laser gun.
No, you
Yeah.
did that one week, and we like nearly got fined by the FCC.
Yeah, I'm glad.
Not really. We don't have to answer them because we're internet. So-
Yay. What else can we talk about?
Didn't you want to talk about nerdy things?
Yes.
Do you have any nerdy things to discuss?
Well, you guys haven't seen them, so I don't want to be like
Like
talking.
what?
Say,
Legend of Korra.
Yeah, I don't. I've seen one episode of that
Okay.
show.
So you know your favorite character, Varric.
Is it the
Yeah.
Howard Hughes guy?
Yeah.
Yes, I like him.
Well, apparently he's making the movies, but he has Bolin in him, and he's wearing like it's weird. But apparently he's a bad guy now.
spoilers.
Oh, I'm sorry. Spoilers. But he's kind of a bad guy now, and the guy from the Northern Water Tribe is a bad guy. And then Korra, she was going to the Fire Nation to get help because no one, like the president, won't help her. So she went to the Fire Nation, got attacked by a spirit, and then she woke up at the end of the episode. We didn't see her the whole episode, but she woke up at the end of the episode saying, "Who am I?" So she got fucking
shit.
amnesia, and I like flip shit.
And there's going to be the Then there's going to be the whole question of like who shot. I don't know any of the characters. I would have made a who shot JR joke, but I don't know any of the characters on Korra. Our phone is ringing.
It's my brother.
Oh, okay.
Hello. Hi, Morgie.
Canceling headphones.
What?
Spoiler canceling headphones.
Listen to your radio program right now.
What?
Listen to your radio program right now.
You're listening?
Yeah. And
Thank
I want
you.
to tell you, that the creators of, or the owners of owners
What?
of Ringling Brothers Circus, they're coming out with a Marvel live action. I read it today in the paper.
I'm only hearing like every third word.
It was some.
I heard something about the Ringling Brothers, Barnum and Bailey Circus,
Yeah,
but I
they're
didn't hear
making
the
a
part.
Marvel.
Oh, cool.
Something that sounds pretty cool.
Who are they going to shoot out of the cannon?
Captain America.
I don't know who's going to be in it. I'm just.
Captain America.
Yeah.
Oh, I can hear you in the radio. in
Yeah,
the
there's a
background.
delay.
Yeah.
So if someone calls in, they're
Yeah,
only
sorry,
hearing
there's
us
a delay,
like.
Morgie. You got to listen on the phone, not to the radio.
Turn down the radio.
Or on the other hand, turn up the radio.
Can you hear me still?
Boom, boom, down. I want the radio. Let me get you. Boom, boom. Turn
Unannounced
up,
musical guest,
boom,
man.
boom, radio.
Okay, bye. Hang up.
Yeah, no, I could have been a big thing if I'd been born in the 80s. Or, like, been of age in the 80s to be a
I wish
hit
you had like
glam
hairband
rock.
hair. I wish you had like glam rock hair.
I wish I did, too.
You should
You
totally
mean-
do that.
I don't have the
rock,
hair for it.
it's-
What?
do it.
Called hairbands.
Yeah, I know. I just
Yeah.
didn't want to say hairband hair.
Hairband hair.
It's like sort
Yeah.
of redundant. You know?
I have a hair product that actually makes my hair look like hairband hair.
Can I borrow it?
If you want.
Yeah.
Your hair's already really poofy though.
It is.
Like you just need to like grow it out in the back.
I totally did that before. It was like middle school, so it was like awkward to
We
grow it
can-
out, but yeah.
We can get
It
you like a weave so you can like.
I want to weave.
The thing about my head is that if I don't get my hair cut pretty frequently, my hair will naturally grow into a mullet, which
Which
is
is
really annoying.
hairband hair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
Let's do
usually
that.
poofy. Let's do it.
I actually have a deal in place on that. Like, I have like a sort of a bet with someone that if I grow my hair into like a gross red mullet, that will give me something.
Oh my god.
I forgot what it was.
Yes. I support your decision to grow
Okay.
it into a red mullet.
I might do that like over the summer.
And you need like to get I don't know if you can grow facial hair, but you need like the greasy
I
soul
can
patch
attempt.
thing. Like,
I
just
can,
here.
I can
just
try
that.
really hard to grow facial hair, and it won't work, but I can try really hard. So, like, have it in spirit.
Just grow
Okay.
a mustache with sheer force of will.
Or just this thing, like this soul
patch, yeah.
The creepy.
No, I'd want the soul patch, yeah.
Yeah. And then you can like just get a piercing to go like in the middle of the
Right through the soul patch, just like make it impossible to shave. It's forever there.
Forever having a
Just
soul
have a
patch.
hairy ring on my
Yes.
lip. Gross.
It's bad that that's like the
So
type
gross.
of person I'm attracted to.
Yeah, it is. It really is.
Like weird. No, usually more. I don't know.
So is this a whole setup to like try to make me more attractive to you?
Yeah,
Okay.
I just want every man to have a soul patch and
And
an
a
earring.
piercing through
Actually,
it.
I don't like piercings that much, so that
What?
that was a lie.
I,
I lied
Pants
to
got
you.
his. Whatever. I'm not gonna address that.
Pants just got his nipples pierced.
yeah.
For no reason, apparently.
Yeah. No, peer pressure.
Peer pressure.
Yeah.
Peer pressure.
Kylie told us she had a piercing. I had to go get 7 piercings in inappropriate places.
If only Kat were like, I read a book, so I had to go read 7 books. It's like, yay, education.
But no piercings.
Why can't peer pressure work like that? I'm sure it does. I don't know.
I like to go around saying, well, it's not like things get any better, because then like life is gonna like hand me $100.
Or it could just like
Jinx
really
yourself
want
in
you
that
to
way.
fail.
What?
Like at least it can't get better. Oh, now that you're such an optimist, I need to bring you down some.
That's how life is. We're like, we're gonna break you.
Even if you want, and even if you don't want it to get
Yeah.
better, just no.
Like the second you thought that, you'd like trip on a curb or something.
No, that's the
I
thing, it's
actually
like if you
tripped
say-
going up the stairs tonight. Like,
What were you thinking?
I have to call P safe.
Because you're so happy, and content with life.
Yep.
Okay.
Trying to think of nerdy things I want to talk about.
I've watched
Um,
18 episodes of Gravity Falls in the last 3 days.
What's that? I don't know.
It's a fantastic show on Disney that you need to watch.
Okay.
I have started a character on the Romulan faction of Star Trek Online.
It's like my 3rd time through it.
I started watching Young Justice today, and Robin is a badass who kind of just runs away and fights things before the whole group gets there. So yeah.
Mabel's not a badass, but she's amazing.
I watched the first 2 episodes of Sean Saves the World, one of NBC's new sitcoms. Anyone? No one but me
No.
watches sitcoms?
No.
I
Okay,
watch
fine.
sitcoms, but not.
It's actually pretty good.
I don't watch TV except for if they have hot Australian men or it's nerdy in any way. Yeah, Arrow season 2 premiered, and it was amazing. He didn't actually shoot anyone with a bow and arrow because
What?
I know, because he was like, I'm quit.
Does he just use like actual arrows or does he use goofy arrows?
He doesn't use the goofy ones, but
Ah.
he has like the one that has like a device for recording things. He has his specialty arrows, but it's not
I
like
want-
in the comics
So
where he
after he-
has the boxing.
I
glove on
want
the
that.
end.
That's what I
Okay.
like though. I'm just like I would watch that show if it had that. I want like the arrow that fires and has a buzzsaw at the end, like cuts through the rope that's tying someone to something. That to me is goofy and fun.
Yeah, but it doesn't work for live action.
I suppose, but they could make it work.
Except like the only thing I hate about live action is I hate the character that I think's gonna end up to be Black Canary, who ends up with Green Arrow. I hate her. Like I want her to die. I'm like die.
What the character?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No, I don't mind the actress. I just don't like how they wrote her character. Like
Oh, okay.
they make me like want to claw her eyes out. Like I'm like, why are you on screen right now?
Why? What about her?
Just they had a stupid love triangle involving her, even though he clearly cheated on her with her sister. And I'm like, why are you still attracted to him? And then
Well, from a guy's point of view, that's like worth high fiving. Kind
Yeah.
of thing.
no, and
You're
then,
just not the target audience.
Yeah, and then she just gets, I don't know. She's like one of those pro bono lawyers, but she lives in a
Pro bono lawyer.
and
One
she
of
lives
those.
she lives in a
Ugh.
luxury like apartment, and she's great at fighting. She's like a Mary Sue almost in my eyes. Like, no, you need to have like a greasy ponytail, and
Ew.
if she's pro bono lawyer,
Soul patch.
What is
with,
a
like,
pro bono
piercing
lawyer
through it.
exactly?
does all their work for free.
Oh, okay.
Like they're one of those lawyers. Like if you, yeah, I just don't like her, and I just like, "Argh."
Okay.
Woo! Just gonna rant on something.
People get really
no
worked
one-
up about stuff, I've noticed. I tend to not care about things.
You just were like getting all riled up about naming giant robots.
That's true.
So no.
No, I mean like the people in things.
The people in the giant robots.
Or yeah, exactly. Like I mean, I tend to not like. I guess it's more of an emotional attachment. I think people I've noticed tend to get more emotionally attached to fictional characters
I'm
than
a
I do.
fangirl. It's my job. I'm supposed to flail and be like, oh my god, about things.
Yep.
Yeah.
I just
Very accurate
I just
description.
can't be bothered.
I just sit and I tumble and then I'm like, I love you, character. And then I just like, there's no good description for a fangirl.
That was actually a really good one.
Yeah. No,
Was it?
Yes.
Like, does it
You got
make...
Tumblr, you got Ermagad, and
No, it's Ermagerd. I already did. She got fucking amnesia and I like...
what?
Oh, sorry. Gosh. Apparently, we don't know for sure. We only got 30 seconds of her. And then I dropped to the ground, like had a seizure, and then was like, no. I think
I'm like
brother
waiting
keeps
till the
texting.
end of the season, just like binge watch Korra, because that's what I did with the first season. I was content with that.
I just
My brother
don't
just
really
texted
care.
me
I do, ish.
Power Ranger Megazord for the win with because we were talking
Oh,
about
what,
giant
Megaforce or Megazord? Because
Megazord.
Megaforce is the current season of Power Rangers.
Megazord
I've
for the
Oh,
win.
okay. Just in general?
I think he was talking about giant robots. I don't know.
Okay,
I
well,
don't
which one? There's about like 20 a season.
fucking know.
I'm personally a fan of the Astro Megazord from Power Rangers in Space.
that was like before like I really was like at like the Power Ranger.
Oh
age.
no, in Space was like the peak
Yeah,
of
I
Power
saw
Rangers
a little
for
bit
me.
of it, but not like it wasn't like what was on at the time.
I just liked the Mighty Morphin. Like,
That was
first one?
before that, yeah.
yeah, like
That was in '93. Were you even born yet?
94. But my brother watched it. I watched what my brother watched, except for when it came to Batman. I think I wanted to watch Batman, so he watched Batman, if I remember correctly. I was very young, but Batman was like 90, so...
Batman definitely like scared me.
Oh my god.
Like
I
there'd be
loved
like
it.
that, like before they'd say like turn off the lights and stuff, so I would. And it was-
It was the kind of thing that was the kind of thing I wasn't allowed to watch as a kid.
yeah, I was
Oh.
sort of allowed to watch it. It'd always be like around like dinner time, so I'd like see like 5 minutes and go eat food,
You know what scared me a lot?
which I'm fine with. I like food.
Hey Arnold, the beginning sequence when they're like walking down the
How did
alley.
that scare you?
I was terrified of Hey
There were
Arnold.
some freaky episodes of Hey Arnold though.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, but the opening sequence
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
confuses
when
me.
they're like all going down the thing, I just imagine him getting beat up.
God, never watch West Side Story. You would like crap your pants.
Oh my gosh, yes.
There might be a video of me online singing Maria with two of my friends. Don't go looking for it.
I'm going to go look
Yes,
at
No.
it.
not involved.
No.
To the
Oh
internet.
Lord, because you're
We
gonna
have like
To
4
the
people
internet.
reaching for their phone right
No,
now.
I have weird videos. Like there's a videotape evidence of me playing the dating game at a convention once. So that's
There-
on YouTube.
There's video evidence. My friends were in a band and they were friends with
God.
a band in the UK and they were having debates on the phone of like how dumb America is, like knowledgeable of other countries. So they did a trivia quiz about the UK and I actually knew quite a bit about the UK. So they were like, Marissa, you have to act dumb to play the stereotype. If you touch the soundboard, no. So yeah, there's a video of me being really dumb about the UK on the internet.
Boop.
I thought I said if you hit someone with that, I'm gonna beat you with my shoe.
Is that a thing you said? I don't remember that, but it sounds like something you'd say.
I can narrate.
As I beat
Yeah.
him with my shoe.
Oh dear. God help.
Ow.
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 I'm pants. This
Ow.
hurts. Ow.
Ow.
That's what he was thinking.
Yeah, kind of
Oh.
was.
Not his name.
Yeah, this is how my dream played out. I just beat you all the
Oh,
time.
yeah.
I had a dream that I was
Oh my gosh.
I was married to Panch, but we were like
But I was the woman, apparently.
No, you were still a
Yeah.
man and I was still a woman, but it was like 1950, so like if he did something I didn't like, I would just beat him. Like roles were reversed.
Awesome.
And then
Like, I was pregnant, apparently.
Yeah,
That's
no,
right.
but he carried
and you,
the children.
You beat your pregnant husband?
Yeah. And Kylie was my maid with a really bad
So wait, was I wearing the dress at the wedding?
No. I was. You were
Oh,
still
okay.
wearing a suit. No, it was like you weren't pregnant the whole dream. Like
Was
Okay.
the
halfway.
baby out of wedlock?
No, we were
Okay.
married.
Okay.
No.
We were married.
'Cause,
We
like, I
had
don't
7
know,
other
the-
kids.
Because like dreams don't usually go like we were married, then we had a kid, then
No,
pregnancy,
I
then
had
I beat
I
them.
had a giant ring on my finger,
Okay.
but I bought it myself because I remember we got in an argument. I was like, I had to buy my own fucking ring. You're too poor for this shit. And then I like,
Right, because she's going into business and I'm going to teaching, so
Right.
she's going to make far more money than I am
Yeah.
one day.
I was like a CFO and he was like a high school history teacher.
You'd make more money.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, significantly. But will you get to touch young minds? No.
Yeah. When
Still
they come,
like that freezing.
Yeah, touching
God.
young is not a good start to a sentence when you're going into a
combo is
teaching.
never good.
hey, whatever. But
That's one
yeah,
of those words that can never go well together.
Yeah.
Touching young. Like you can't like put anything after that and make it good.
touching young puppies.
Still.
I tried. I'm just trying.
Oh, we're just.
But yeah, Kylie was my like stereotypical Hispanic maid trying to seduce me, and I just rode my horse off to work.
Typical Spanish matron, yeah.
Yeah, no, there's a joke behind that, but it's personal, so I can't.
Then why bring it up on the radio?
Well, because he just looked confused.
There's this really funny joke, but I'm not going to tell you.
I was sworn to secrecy, and if I tell, I will be murdered.
Wow.
But I thought your maid loved you.
That's some deep shit right there.
In my dream, she did.
Okay, but in reality, okay, I get that.
No. So,
So,
what else can we talk about?
What
Nerdy
else
things.
can we talk about? Nerdy.
What do you nerd
nerdy
out about,
things.
Andrew?
Me?
Yeah.
Well, as I said, Gravity Falls.
Yeah. I know you like Adventure Time.
Adventure Time is fantastic.
I've seen a couple episodes. I don't
Like
follow
it started out just like surrealist, insane stuff,
Yeah.
but now it's like gotten like an emotional core to it.
Does
Which
it?
yes, it does.
I've seen the.
Like Ice King is like a legit tragic character,
I know.
and it's like
I've
I've cried an episode of Adventure Time. I'm not afraid to admit that.
I watched a couple over quite a bit actually over the summer, so I've been picking up on some of it, but I still like. I don't know everything.
Yeah, I haven't
never
seen
seen
every
it.
episode, but I'm trying to like sort of watch
Yeah.
some.
Like if someone names a character, I usually know who it is. Like, I'm
Yeah.
like, yeah.
Yeah.
So, anything else?
I've been watching the Chris Gethard show recently, which is like an obscure like comedy variety show on like New York public access TV.
Never heard of it.
It's
but
fantastic.
okay.
It's
I'm glad.
nonsense. I guess kind of like Townsend Theory in that respect, but like they're like good at what they
Except
do.
good.
Yeah, they're good-ish.
Excuse me. I thought the episode I guessed it on was amazing.
No, I listened to your show last night, or not last night, the night before, and when it was over, I turned to the other person in the room like, my show doesn't sound like that, does it? Because we also kind of are unscripted.
Yeah.
So
It does.
We just have like bit-based stuff.
we don't even have bit based. We just shoot the shit for an hour.
Yeah.
Like what's happening
Usually
right now.
just demoralize Kevin, and I
Yeah.
feel really bad. I'm like, Kevin's
Actually,
my
no,
favorite.
this show right here is
I want
completely
to.
scripted.
I realized just how much I do that the other day, and I'm trying to actually stop doing that because
Oh.
it's not it's just not funny to me.
No,
anymore.
usually you just threaten to fire him and say
Yeah.
they only listen for me, and I'm like, no. Actually, even though I do only listen for
No,
you.
I've recently
I
remembered
don't
something
listen.
that my dad used to say about comedy, which was that if you try to never tell a put down joke, but if you absolutely have to, tell it about yourself. And I'm re-embracing that as much as I can. I'm trying
So you
to
see yourself in Kevin?
no,
Okay.
no. I'm just saying that I'm trying to become a nicer, better human being.
Well, it works as you're the boss, so
Yeah,
And
there's a certain level of that in there.
Yeah.
I mean, just like personal attacks
Yeah.
that are just there for the sake of me being a
yeah.
jerk.
Like Kylie pointing out mean things about me at U-Haul meetings. I hope you're listening, Kylie.
U-Haul meetings?
Where I live, University.
Oh,
U-Haul.
okay. I was
Yeah.
like,
U-Haul.
trucks?
Yep.
They work for U-Haul.
You moving somewhere too?
Yeah. Idaho.
I nerd about the
Idaho.
hall meetings.
Idaho.
Idaho.
Udaho.
That's why I said Idaho. Because Idaho.
Cedar Green.
Why would anyone move to Idaho? Ever?
Because they
What-
love potatoes.
You can get Idaho potatoes here. Or
Okay.
anywhere else.
They
want to
grow potatoes.
Oh, well then yeah, maybe. But who wants to grow potatoes?
Because the ocean rose like
My best friend, she's a hippie who just wants to travel the world and be a farmer.
10,000 feet.
Hippies.
You're welcome.
Hippies. Hippies.
I feel like I know a person, like,
Yeah.
Whoa.
for everything you hate. Like, I know.
Joe was not lying about calling in 20
my-
minutes.
Like, is it 20? It's not 20
It's,
minutes.
it's 22 minutes. Hey, Joe. You're on Townsend Theory.
You're on Nerd Herd.
You're on the last laugh.
The
You're
last.
on Nerd Herd.
Yeah, you're on the
That's the Gravity Falls theme song for those of you.
The very scratchy.
You said this is on Disney, right?
Yeah.
Why are you watching Disney?
Gravity Falls is fantastic. That's why I'm watching Gravity Falls.
I've seen like 3 episodes of it and I didn't find it was particularly amusing.
I don't find you as particularly amusing. And I've seen you like more than 3 times. Personal attacks are the way to solve things like this.
Oh.
This just sounds really scratchy. Can anyone else make out what is happening right now?
Yeah, I can.
'Cause I can't.
Yeah. It's only my brother listening and a couple of... Oh, there's two people.
We're
It's
just down to
Joe
two
and your
people.
brother.
It's Joe and my brother.
So half the listeners know what's happening. Your brother doesn't.
Morgan, this is the Gravity Falls theme song. I don't know if you watch it.
Very broken, scratchy over the phone version of it. Because it went from his, like, whatever he's playing it from, through his phone, to the microphone, out the speaker of whoever's listening. So that must have sounded even worse on there.
And like a theme song is like something that we could totally do on radio. It's not like we can like watch part of an episode on radio. We can like hear the theme song. I mean,
We can just reenact it.
then we mess that up. But like,
Because that's nerdy things coming up. Manatee Girl.
Oh, God.
yes.
Yep.
So can I hear more about this?
Do
All
you
right.
want to hear more about? Okay, so
I know about it.
the origin
I
story
vaguely know about it.
basically is I just wanted to ride a manatee into battle, but someone told me that was illegal, and I was like, well, no. Well, no. And then I just came up with an elaborate backstory for what my superhero name would be, and then Panch had to be like a Debbie Downer and be like, well, I'm going to be your arch nemesis,
I became the inhumanity.
and this was all discussed over one night at dinner, and then it just grew.
And it rapidly grew
Has
into
it-
like
has
a
it been
fully
growing since
formed
then?
like thing.
we
So I remember that night at dinner. I was in jail.
We've
no,
drawn
that
up
was the
character-
second night.
That
we
was the
discussed
second
it.
night? Okay.
Yeah.
We've drawn up like character designs.
Yeah.
Have you remember?
No, you were the inspiration. He's actually
You said I was someone.
I'm actually.
You're actually.
That's a horrible name.
because no,
Because who's on first? Actually's on second. I don't know. who's
Talk
on
about a
third.
one-beat
No.
character.
no, because we were discussing it at dinner, and we like the inspiration was a marine bio person. But then I was like, I never see Steven. And then Towns walked by, and I was like, you're the love interest. He has a radio show. His name's
Congratulations.
Radio.
Yes.
Yep.
So now I have to go soul patch.
Yep.
No.
You have to be a hippie.
Yeah.
do.
Like
Wear
no.
like 50 bracelets on one arm.
And I
I'll
don't.
take off my shoes
And
right
since
now.
I'm the villain, I don't get a love interest, just like real life. Sad. Emotionally
No one
vulnerable due
wants
to
to
romantic
hear.
comedies.
No one
Don't
wants
we
to
have
hear
to
your
have
pity
shoes in the booth?
party. This is Nerd Herd. Just say on the radio. Someone who wants to be my girlfriend calling, and someone will call in.
All right. I'll do that on my show tomorrow night.
Okay.
Or, wait. 2 days night. 2 days from now night.
Okay.
Because
We tried that with for someone like trying to find a girlfriend for someone like call in thing. It didn't work.
Oh, see, I got
Like
like
it didn't work at all.
I got multiple text messages
What?
and a call.
Were they all from my brothers?
No, your brothers don't. Antonio listens.
I find it
on
amusing
YouTube.
that, like, the other night, I got text from you through Kylie's phone. Like,
I don't use my phone that often. Like, I don't know.
okay.
It's the worst way to reach me. Facebook is probably better.
No, I just
Clearly.
found that strange that I got a text message from Kylie, then eventually it was, like, signed Marissa. I'm like, wait, what? That doesn't make any sense.
I don't use my phone
Okay.
except if it's like to text him like food.
You can send food via your phone.
No, just I text food question mark.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
I would use that way more than you do, and not just
Problem.
for Steven.
I would send you rice cakes if I had that ability.
Yes. Never have to buy rice cakes again.
Yeah, exactly.
Nerdy stuff I care about. Let me think.
Video games.
I do
Do you
enjoy
play
a good
video
video
games?
game.
Some. Not like, I don't have anything with me at school, so like I
Yeah,
can't really.
I
yeah.
have my computer and my Xbox.
I didn't know you had your Xbox.
Yeah, I have my Xbox with me.
I've been
and
playing
I have the
Cookie
I have
Clicker,
the
if that
Kinect
counts.
and everything. No, leave my radio station right now
What'd you say?
I just want to terrorize Panch
Okay.
now.
because my roommate started playing it the other like a few days ago, and it's the most annoying sound in the world because it's just him and his computer click 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 click
Uh-huh.
click 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 click, and it's really annoying.
I just like leave it up while watching like Chris Gedard's show.
Okay.
I have like trillions of cookies.
But yeah, video games. So I don't really have. Oh, Batman Origins is coming out.
I did play Arkham City.
I
Did you?
And that
also
was
play
pretty
it.
good, yeah.
I mean,
That's all I did this summer.
I
Oh my
enjoyed
gosh.
it.
What?
I enjoyed it. You know, it wasn't phenomenal,
Yeah, it was good though.
but I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I'm not a big Batman guy.
Oh,
So-
see, as a Batman like fanatic, finding
I have a passing understanding of a number of the characters.
As
Yeah.
do I.
yeah, as a Batman fanatic.
I'm sure I'm sure you got a lot more out of stuff than I did.
Yeah, like listening to all the tapes, finding all the trophies, like that was
I'm
the
like,
most.
oh, this is a new person. I haven't seen this person ever before.
I
Oh.
don't think
What
anyone
are
was
they?
new to me.
Oh,
come to
okay.
Think of it.
Calendar Man would be one that I would
I knew
say.
who Calendar Man was, though,
Yeah.
because he was an episode of Brave and the Bold.
Yeah.
I didn't know. Who it was.
So
I
that's
love
the
that.
character I would assume that, you know.
Batman the Brave and the Bold was like one of my favorite shows. When
But
it
they
was
did
on.
have all the main characters.
Yeah.
It had Mr. Freeze, and the first game did it, which was good because Mr. Freeze is my favorite character.
Is he? Yeah, no.
only-
I
For
love
Batman and
I love the okay, Arnold Schwarzenegger Mr. Freeze is actually a lot of fun. But I
Fantastic
like
movie.
Mr. Freeze because he's like I could see myself.
Have you not seen that movie?
I've seen the
Okay,
movie.
good.
Okay.
I'm
Good.
glaring at you.
Okay, you looked lost. Like you're like,
No.
oh, what are
No,
they
she
talking
just
about
looks
now?
mad. Now she's looking like mad at me, and I don't know what I did.
You're
That's
talking
why
about
she's mad at
how
you.
awesome that movie was.
I'm not saying it's awesome. I'm saying it's fun.
It's not fun.
It's fun.
It
to
broke
watch.
my soul.
It's pretty
In like a
fun to watch.
Sharknado Miami Connection sort of sense, it's a great movie.
I did debate.
Sharknado. Okay.
I did debate back in high school, and I did an event called Duo, which is two people performing a script, and the two people play all the characters. And these two guys did Batman and Robin. So one of them had to be Poison Ivy, and it was just a
Yes!
dude, and he stood with like the hip jutted out, and the whole, it was one of the funniest things I'd ever seen was this dude
That's-
being Poison Ivy,
That might be my favorite thing I've ever heard, actually. No, I liked
and the other guy had a pretty good Arnold Schwarzenegger impersonation, so it
Oh,
worked.
that's
Okay.
good. But like of those movies, the first two I enjoyed. Third with the the orders. Okay. I did not enjoy the Riddler. He's one of my favorite characters, and I was like,
That's the one. That's the
I
only one I
kind of-
haven't seen. I haven't seen.
kind
that.
of
I
enjoyed
own
parts
it.
of
So
it.
if you want to
Okay.
watch it,
Yeah, definitely. It's been something I've been wanting to see.
I
for
mean,
a while.
I enjoy them in a sense, but
I've seen like bits and pieces on TV.
yeah, I mean it's good, but like I was just like,
Yeah, I haven't
this
seen like,
is
the full
not
thing, so
what
I
I
don't get the
wanted
plot,
the
but I get
Riddler
like
to
Jim
be.
Carrey.
But I
Yeah.
enjoy Two-Face in it because he's in it too.
I like the fact that in Batman and Robin, like, Mr. Freeze makes his minions sing the Snow Miser song from The Year Without a Santa Claus. That really, I found that enjoyable. If
But-
you don't go into it wanting to, like, watch a good movie, and you go into it just willing to have fun, it's actually a lot of fun. It really is.
Sure.
It's a goofy, stupid movie.
I'm a Batman fan, so I must stick by
I know.
my. No.
But no, I like that Mr. Freeze was in Arkham City because he's
Yeah,
a fair villain.
And
Yeah.
my favorite part about the game is actually, most games when you just fight a boss, it's like you just go swinging at them. I enjoy how you had to use.
How, like, he would learn. Like,
Yeah.
Mr. Freeze would, like,
Yeah.
would learn and,
I
like,
thought
prevent you
that
from doing the
was-
same thing twice.
I thought that was very Batman-esque. Like, this is what you have to do as Batman. So I enjoyed that. My mom enjoyed watching me watch the game, I think, because after, like, she'd get home from work and
Yo,
she'd be
Doc.
like, she'd get home from work and like, oh, saving Gotham. Like, they got my parents were like, oh, saving Gotham again. And I remember once she commented that I think Clayface was ugly, and I was
Have
like,
either of you
"Thanks."
guys ever played the Mass Effect games?
No.
I have
never mind.
not.
Because I had a story about my mother watching me play the Mass Effect games, but it won't make any sense.
I've seen parts of it, but I haven't played it yet.
My dad watched me play Uncharted 2. I remember that like distinctly.
It's really funny when parents watch
I
us
know.
play video games.
He's like,
'cause
these are getting good.
She's
I'm like,
seen me play Ratchet
yeah.
and Clank, and one of my techniques for beating like final bosses is like button mashing, just like all weapons just go. Just no.
Anytime my mother is ever in the room while I'm doing something, she inevitably ruins any heartfelt moment. She did it in Mass Effect. She did it in, Mass Effect 3 saw the death of my favorite character, or one of my, like, most favorite characters. And it's happening, and I'm just, like, destroyed. My mother's on, like, the other couch in the living room reading the paper. She looks up and makes some, like, oh, is that? And, like, just, like, she does that constantly. You ever seen Star Trek Nemesis? Like, I think it was, like, the last one before they made the new ones.
Not in a while, but
The
yeah.
one with the clone of Picard and the Romulans and that whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At the end of it, when, like, Data gets blown up, saving everyone.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no.
At the end of that, like, that happens, and it cuts, and I'm just sitting there like, oh man, Data just died. Like, I'm just, like, torn up, and it cuts back to the crew of the Enterprise, like, looking on, like, oh my god. And I hear my mother from the kitchen sticking her head around the door, like, why doesn't the Reading Rainbow guy have the thing on his eyes anymore? She does that any time. There's just some, like, crushing, heartfelt moment in anything. I can always trust to hear my mother go, hey, wait, is that? Like, talk like that, just completely ruin it.
That's fantastic.
Oh.
I'd actually like appreciate that.
Why doesn't it's still one of my favorite things my mother has ever said. Why doesn't the reading rainbow guy have the eye thing anymore?
Do you make fun of her for that, or do you just like let that slide? Because I would not let that slide.
No.
I kind of don't. That one doesn't bother me as much. The Mass Effect one really irks me. The when she ruined that moment.
Oh, I was gonna tell a funny story, but I completely forgot because I really enjoyed that story.
That was actually. Yeah.
Oh my god.
My mom and I have a phenomenal relationship, except for that.
Hey.
My mom and I could pilot a robot in Pacific Rim together. That's how my mom and I are.
It'd have to have a cool name though.
Yeah.
They wouldn't do it otherwise.
I drew up in one of my classes where I should have been taking notes. I doodled a giant robot that I would want to pilot, and it was called Yankee Doodle, and it was like stars and stripes and red, white, and blue and all that stuff.
Okay, before we started talking about Pacific Rim, didn't you say that you didn't enjoy that movie? Was that
Not that I didn't enjoy it.
He didn't enjoy the names.
Okay.
Or how I got emotional.
No, like he seemed like a little bit like ugh.
I had a
fangirl over it a
Yeah,
lot.
okay.
I have a lot of complaints about it. I didn't think
Okay.
it was as phenomenal like as a lot of people did. It wasn't bad.
Yeah, it was good.
It didn't absolutely blow me away. I was a bit irked that every single fight in it took place in the rain at night.
That was kind of annoying. Actually.
Like the best part of that movie was the 10 seconds we get to see of Striker Eureka in Australia.
Yeah.
That's in the daylight, because that was the only time in the entire movie I could tell what the heck was going on.
Yeah.
And then the last fight is actually underwater. I'm like, so you're just going whole hog. Forget night in the rain. We're going to make it just completely underwater at the bottom of the ocean.
That's where
The
it had to
darkest,
take place.
wettest place
yeah,
in
I guess that
all.
would like,
It had to
inherently
take
had to take
I get the
place
fact that it
there.
had to take place there, but it's a bit annoying when the first two fights
they could have
are
done
at night
sunshine.
in the rain.
Yeah.
They are moving
Spotlights.
forward.
Something. Yeah, just a
Bat signal. just
helicopters over.
That was my biggest thing. It's like, no, they had that. They had like 3 helicopters with searchlights anytime the robot was going anywhere.
Yeah.
At least in the Hong Kong City thing.
Yeah.
My first thought was, why don't the monsters just knock down the helicopters? Especially while they're transporting the giant robot into the fat. Why don't you just like, boom, shoot down that helicopter, bam, robot crashes.
I don't know.
Although I have to give it that much. One of my favorite lines in anything, which I've said a lot since I saw that movie, was in Pacific Rim, which was that we can either sit here or we can go do something really stupid.
Yeah.
And I use that. I've actually said that a number of times since seeing that
Obviously
movie.
said by the badass Aussies.
Yeah.
My favorite characters.
Yeah. No, Hercules Hansen was my favorite
Yeah.
character simply due to the fact that his first name is Hercules.
Yeah. Oh, but about the video game watching thing, not to change topic
Right, yeah.
or anything. I know, such a horrible radio
jumping
show host.
around it.
But
Stick to the script.
you know, during in Arkham City when you are playing as Catwoman, you have the choice what
Oh,
to
yeah.
do. I think my stepdad was watching at his desk, which is like right next to where the living room is, and he's watching me, and I think I said something super sassy feminism, like I don't need no man. So I like walked off, and then he was like, well, you just wasted time saving Gotham City. And I was like, yeah, it was worth it. Just leave him. Just sassiness.
And then everyone dies.
Yeah, which
Oh,
is
man.
what I would want as Catwoman. Like, fuck
Just-
bitches.
Just everyone just die.
Fuck bitches make money.
But yeah, there was a lot of smart-ass comments in my house about Gotham for a good 3-month period of summer break.
Wow.
Yeah. I also replayed the Ratchet and Clank series, which I don't know if you've played.
I love the
I've
Ratchet
actually
Clank
watched more Ratchet and Clank, because I think I'd like align more with your
I
parents.
think they're coming
than
out with a
played it.
movie for it.
Yeah, they
Really?
are.
Are they really?
No, my friend
That's actually awesome.
Alex and I have been going nuts about this. Over summer, he sent me like the
Yeah.
announcement trailer for it, and I like about a week, it was about 3 weeks later, he posted something on Facebook about how like life wasn't going well or whatever,
Yeah.
and I just said no matter how dark things get, just remember, it's only like 3 years, however many months, however many
Yeah.
days, until we get a Ratchet and Clank movie.
That's phenomenal. I'm really
See,
excited
I
for that.
figured out like last year, and I was walking with Amy, and I know she plays Ratchet and Clank, and I was like, "There's a Ratchet and Clank movie
I can't
coming
like
out."
that anymore now.
Oh, Amy hates Ratchet and Clank.
I love Ratchet and Clank.
Okay, but we were talking about it. I was like, I don't know how to feel. Like, I want it.
The trailer convinced me it might be
Yeah.
good because it seemed like the kind of humor that was in the
Yeah,
Ratchet and Clank
it
games.
just needs to have the humor in the Ratchet
Yeah.
and Clank games.
It was Quark getting kicked around by it was like that Duck Amuck Looney Tunes bit, but with Quark, and I'm like, yeah, I can get behind this.
okay. Then it's fine. But I've just been like,
Have you
don't
not
ruin
seen the
it.
trailer, or?
I might
I
have.
have
I
not.
don't
Oh, okay.
remember.
Well, it was like
I
a minute.
watched
It
lots
was,
of trailers.
it was like Duck 'Em Muck, right? The famous Looney Tune cartoon where like someone's screwing with Daffy Duck, and at the end it turns out it's Bugs Bunny at the drawing board.
Yeah.
It's like that, but like there's a mouse that's like messing with like the 3D versions of it,
Okay.
and like it's just basically giving Quark crap. Like
Okay.
Quark is like, I'm not happy with it, and like they like remove his color, and so he's now like the wireframe, and he immediately goes like, oh, like shrieks and like covers his like private area. It's
Yeah.
like it's that. It was really.
I
goofy.
don't think I've seen that then.
I've not seen that.
I've seen the just where they said Insomniac and then we're like something and Ratchet and Clank and then bam, movie.
So it's like a teaser thing.
Yeah. So it wasn't.
No, this showed nothing about the movie. It was just hey, this is a thing that's going to happen.
Yeah, that's what I've seen. So I'll have to look that up.
In video form.
But yeah, I'm excited for that. I played through all the games because my brother got a PS3.
I really hope Merc and Green are in it. The two robots that follow you around to Deadlock. Because I loved them.
I hope Ratchet is in it. That's my and Clank.
I think they might be there. I think.
Might be a good
Agent Clank.
Secret Agent Clank.
Yeah, Secret Agent.
If they aren't, you should just like send a letter to your congressman.
I mean, I don't want to ruin anything by announcing things in the PS3 that you don't know about. Like, there's another Lombax. We find another Lombax.
Well, yeah, there was one in Going Commando as well. There was like a female Lombax. That hooded figure you fight through most of Going Commando before you eventually turns out she's a female Lombax. Megacorp are the bad guys.
Yeah, but we meet a guy who was actually friends with Ratchet's father.
Oh, okay.
And then we learn a history of Lombax.
Wasn't I thought like wasn't the Lombax homeworld in like the first one? Wasn't that a thing? Like the Dreg, whatever his name is going to blow up Ratchet's planet. Wasn't that the plot of the first game to like make way for like a casino?
Yeah, but that wasn't a Lombax planet.
Oh, it wasn't?
No, it was just where he lived. Like he didn't.
It's been a long time since I played these games.
Yeah, the first game came out like 10 years ago.
I know.
Probably.
Yeah, no, I played these at the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I don't think it was a Lombax planet. It was just where he lived because he doesn't know who his parents are. So then this guy informs him, "Oh, you look like your dad." Yada yada. And you actually visit the Lombax planet. Oh. It's like all ruins and.
Oh. So they're not a thing anymore. I never even knew that was a thing, that the Lombaxes are gone.
No, apparently they're still alive. They're just in hiding. Like a lot of them were exterminated, but like they went into hiding, kind of like the Vulcan thing in the Star Trek movies. Like Vulcan was destroyed, but.
That's something that bothered me about Into Darkness, which is that why is Khan no longer Indian? Like, why is that something that would change? Like, the point of, deviation is, like, when Kirk's dad dies. How would that change the ethnicity of someone who is theoretically in power in the 90s?
I don't know.
Whitewashing.
They just wanted Benedict Cumberbatch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my best explanation.
Who wouldn't want Benedict Cumberbatch?
I don't really get the appeal of him. I mean, he's a decent actor, but I don't get why people think he's handsome or that his voice sounds neat. I don't see it. He's not physically attractive. I understand that I'm a straight.
No, it's his actor.
He's a fairly decent. He didn't blow me away, but
I think he's a good actor, but I'm not like.
I don't think Into Darkness was his best thing. Though.
Oh, that's all I've seen him in.
Yeah,
really?
Sherlock.
Okay.
I think.
Yes.
Sherlock. I think you've seen Sherlock.
Yes.
Oh
yeah.
my God.
Yeah.
I've never seen Sherlock.
What's happening? I think Marissa's turned into a balloon.
No.
Okay.
Just fell in love with you even more.
Gosh.
I can't stand this. You're the sun. I can't look into you. Now you're the sun on my show.
No, I've never seen Sherlock because the concept of Sherlock Holmes was ruined for me as a child.
You're gonna watch it with us. You don't have a choice.
All
like
right.
Kylie and I will make you watch it.
Okay.
We watch it all the time.
Well, I'm going to
we used to
tell my funny story anyway.
Dog.
I've heard it like 20 times.
Well, he hasn't.
I have not heard his funny story. Is it funny?
Yes. Thank you.
Funny? No.
It's interesting.
Okay. He hasn't heard it.
Okay, fine.
Yeah. See, okay. So when I was a kid, I used to watch, and I now own the whole series on DVD because I love it so much. My favorite show was Sherlock Holmes in the 22nd Century.
Totally remember that.
Yes, thank you. I am hugging you right now.
I watched it occasionally.
Because no one else ever
It was
watched
on at
the
a
show
weird
but me.
time. But I totally
But
remember it.
but it was adaptations of the old Sherlock Holmes stories, but in the 22nd century. But it was a kids show,
Yeah.
so they cleaned everything up. So Sherlock Holmes was just a go-getter, heroic, smart guy. Like he was just out for the the stop the criminals.
Watson
the
was like part robot.
Watson was a robot.
Yes.
No, it was Sherlock Holmes who was preserved in honey and then regenerated in the 22nd century through
get
the
that
science
part,
of
but
the
yeah.
day. Then it was Watson's personality was programmed into the brain of an android that
yes.
had a mask to look like his face. And then they were
remember
also
this.
assisted by
Yes.
Inspector Lestrange's great granddaughter.
Yeah, I remember this.
I remember it for sure. So,
Yep.
funny story?
Yes, no, but so I watched that as a kid, but it ruined the concept of Sherlock Holmes to me because in my head, that version of Sherlock Holmes is the correct version to me because it's the one I was exposed to the first and the
Okay.
most. So when I think of Sherlock Holmes, I think of him from that show, the kind of, let me think about the guy who just plays the violin, helps
Yeah.
people, rights wrongs, solves crimes,
Where-
upholds the law. But the real version of Sherlock Holmes is just a dysfunctional heroin addict
Yeah,
or
you're not-
cocaine addict.
You're not thinking like the books. You're not thinking like the Robert Downey Jr. movies.
No,
You're not thinking like
I
the
think of the
BBC.
children's cartoon. So and when I try to watch
We don't talk
versions of
about
Sherlock Holmes that
elementary.
No, we don't.
him,
We don't.
that aren't the childhood hero I grew up idolizing, I feel that they're wrong and I
No.
don't
Okay.
like them.
But-
But objectively I understand. The
Yeah.
Yeah.
rational, logical part
Yeah.
of my brain understands that I am wrong, but that doesn't change the fact that the emotional part of my brain is
I
latched
think-
onto something from my
I
childhood.
think you'll enjoy the BBC version because
It's
he's
very good,
he's
yeah.
kind of a butthole.
Oh, very much so.
And he just has very snarky remarks that are really funny.
He
and I
would
think
do that
you'll enjoy.
in 22nd century. He would kind of be like, well, we could do this,
Oh.
but, smart
No.
stuff.
Like in the first episode, my favorite line happens when he's insulting that girl police officer by saying by the state of your knees.
Yeah.
Like I can tell you were scrubbing the floors by the state of your knees.
Do they bring up Mycroft Holmes at all? in
Yes.
Sherlock?
Yes.
Okay, good,
You
because I
actually
really
meet
liked
him.
Yeah.
Oh, I really liked him when I listened to radio dramatizations of the books.
Yeah, no, you meet. There's obviously Holmes, Watson, Hudson, Miss Hudson,
Yeah. The
Uh,
landlord.
Mycroft, Lestrade.
Lestrade.
You know
Yeah. No,
the
The-
main
the
lineup,
Main people.
Yeah.
that
main
you would
lineup.
meet.
Moriarty.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes. Yes.
Best character.
yes, he's my
Yeah.
favorite. And honey, you should see me in a crown. I love when he's
Speaking
stealing.
of sociopaths.
I love when he's stealing the crown jewels and he just starts to dance.
Yeah,
like,
that was
Nope.
phenomenal.
Nope, gonna dance. But yeah, we'll make you watch it, Kylie and I.
Alright.
It's only 6 episodes.
well, yeah,
But they're
it's
like
English.
little movies. They're like an hour and a
I'm
half.
supposed to tell him that.
45 minutes each.
I
but
look at
they're
them as
good.
like movies.
Yeah, they're
So there are
really.
6 Sherlock movies.
I was watching it one day and I
Take
was
that,
watching
Robert
the
Downey
last
Jr.
episode and I was crying and my mom comes home like, "What are you doing?" Underneath him like, Sherlock Holmes. And she's like, "With Robert Downey Jr.?" No.
Yeah, no.
I think my favorite show from England that I've watched is Hyperdrive. Have you guys ever seen that? It's a parody of Star Trek, and it's goofy. It's just these guys go, seeking new life and new civilization, and they're just all idiots,
Oh,
and so hilarity ensues.
never seen it.
Like the captain is incompetent, the first officer is like a bloodthirsty psychopath, whose solution to everything is to hunt it down and murder it. It's a goofy show, but it's also pretty darn funny.
Really, the only British TV show out of Sherlock I watch is Top Gear.
No Doctor Who?
I
I'm
watch
not really
it,
big
but
into Doctor
not a active watcher. If
Okay.
it's on, I'll watch it.
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen it,
Yeah.
but I'm not.
Kylie's more the Whovian than I am, but she
Gotcha.
doesn't like being called a Whovian.
What is she like
But
being
she
called?
is.
A
She is.
Doctor Who fan.
Okay.
No, Kylie considers Whovians new Who's. Like everyone who likes 9, 10, 11.
Yeah, okay.
And
She
she just
likes
hates
all of
them. Kylie's more, she likes older.
I've only started
Doctors.
watching the new, but I haven't had time to go back
No.
into the freaking
No,
archive.
she doesn't.
3 episodes.
3 episodes.
She doesn't.
Three.
She.
They're the worst ones.
They were.
We saw the one. You saw the one with the farting
I
people.
saw the trash can, the weird skin lady man woman, and
Oh, moisturize me.
What?
The.
Oh, the
Yeah.
the
the
face.
moisturize.
The
I
skin.
forget
Yeah.
her name.
So do I, but I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
and
You've
something
seen the
else.
farting one, haven't you? Where they.
I saw the first 3 of the worst season.
I don't.
Okay.
I've seen oods. They're my favorite
Oh,
thing.
yes.
Like the
Yeah.
squid face oods.
With
They're
the
my
ball, yeah.
favorite.
Yes.
I'm
I
like,
saw that.
done. Those
Yeah.
are my favorite things. That was the first episode
That
I
like
saw.
two-parter with like them, like the first
Yeah.
appearance, I was like, the
Yeah, that's
moment
what I
like,
saw.
this is actually a show that I
wish
enjoy.
The trash can actually killed the guy, but he didn't. He just went somewhere else. Whenever the trash can ate one of the companions'
trash can?
boyfriends or whatever.
I don't know.
Mickey?
There's some weird trash can and ate the person.
I don't know what you're talking about. I've only seen oods and the farting things.
I
and
believe
other
you, but
ones.
I don't know what you're talking
I
about.
don't know what
It
it's
sounds
about.
logical
But I
for
know
Doctor Who.
Yeah, it sounds about right.
It sounds like something that could happen, but
We don't know.
yeah.
Kylie's not here to tell us what.
She's
what-
not.
I'm waiting for
She'd
like
probably
a
just sit there and be
call-in,
like, yeah.
She's probably gonna.
Yeah.
She's probably gonna listen to this and be like,
Guys.
"What are you talking about?"
Marissa, you should know this. No, I go through like random facts of Doctor Who with her, like what I know, and she's like, "You know a lot more than you think you know." I'm like, "Cause I listen to you talk."
Or you just look around her room.
No, I listen to her talk.
I feel like the only thing I'm a big fan of is Digimon. It's like the only thing I like get fanny about. Fanny isn't the right word because that's already a word for your butt.
Yeah,
I was obsessed with
that you
Pokemon.
fanboy over.
Pokemon
What?
was-
Yeah, I guess.
Pokemon was better than Digimon.
No,
I
it
don't-
wasn't.
Monster Rancher? No. I don't actually think that. I'm not.
Oh man, Beyblades.
Okay.
No.
Oh my god, no.
I actually had Beyblades, but I used to call it Gayblade because I didn't like the
Understand
TV
how
show.
to say B. Oh, no.
No, I just.
The letter B is
No,
hard for
Digimon
Marissa.
was like the best thing ever. I got really hooked into Digimon, and I still am.
I liked all three of the things we mentioned.
See, I feel okay. So we have the Digimon person, we have the Yu-Gi-Oh, and I was the Pokemon person. I
Digimon-
just
I appreciated all three.
Digimon is the only thing I get like shippy about. Like I typically don't care, but oh my god, the fact that Matt ended up with Sora, I want to just punch something every time I think about it.
see. I watched. I did.
No, I get like no.
Yeah.
Andrew's laughing because he doesn't realize how seriously I take this.
No, I don't. That's why. Actually, I do, and that's
I
why
understand.
I'm laughing.
No, I get really like this is.
No.
Oh my god, it's been 10 years. It's been 13 years now, and I still can't just. No, it's been 12 years now, and I still just can't handle it.
That's the only
it's
Digimon
not okay.
series I watched.
That it's
Yeah,
not
I
okay.
saw some of the other ones.
It's
but
not
that was, like,
okay.
the main one.
The only shipping thing I get like super into is like Avatar: The Last Airbender, Katang versus Zutara. Katang. Like they won.
No,
In
no.
Legend of Korra, they obviously won. They have kids, so
Here's the thing about to explain that to
No.
explain Digimon to you in those terms. It'd be like that, but all right. It'd be like if
Tai and
it'd be like
Sora and
Zutara won, but no one actually wanted that to be a thing.
Yeah.
There
No,
was
I
no
know.
one who wanted that to happen.
I watched it. I know.
I'm so angry.
That's the one Digimon I watched, and
I
the
was
fur
like-
thing freaked me out still to this
The
day.
fur- oh yeah,
Where he
the fur
took
thing.
off his fur, and I was like,
Because
oh, hell
it's
no.
not his fur. It's a coat of the Digimon he digivolves into, as a symbol of the hey, this is what he becomes.
I was like too young to have an opinion on that sort of thing when I watched it.
like shipping.
God no,
Yeah.
I was like 8, and
I wasn't
still,
like
no,
Matt and
I would've-
Sora. No.
No, I was 10 years old and I lost my shit. I was so upset.
You understood the friend zone.
Because no, it's not even that. It's that they spent 2 years, 2 seasons of this TV show establishing, because the thing is, this was all added in the American version. The original Japanese didn't have any of like the shipping or any of that stuff. So
I probably didn't know about Japan when I watched
the
this show.
American, yeah, I didn't either. This is only stuff I learned
Like
later.
I had Island.
The American
Nope.
version added in all of the kind of like the dynamic between Tai and Sora.
Yeah.
And so they were thrown a curveball when in the Japanese version she ended up with Matt, which came out of nowhere there, but at least to the Japanese, her ending up with Tai would have also come out of nowhere.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, they kind of got painted into a corner and they just said, oh, well, crap.
Well,
And
there.
then they broke my heart. And I was just like, this isn't a thing that can happen, love and sad, and
It's okay. Some of us.
Matt's crest is the crest of friendship. What does he do with that crest of friendship? Steals his best friend's girl.
He didn't.
I'm
do
not
that,
okay.
though. He didn't do
I'm
that.
not okay with it.
Blame the Japanese.
I already do. I blame them for most things.
I blame white people for most things.
Like the Japanese.
No, I got a text message from my mom the other night saying she might come up here to see a lecture about why people hate us. And I just immediately sent her back like, wait, which us? Us Americans, us white people, or us Jews? And then eventually she texted me back like the other day that said, yeah, us Jews. She actually said like the reason it took her a day to text back is that she had actually forgotten which one.
Makes sense.
Yeah, people tend to not like us.
Us Americans, us white
Jews.
people. I'm not.
Us
I'm not
Jews.
Gingers. You can use ginger.
Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah, jerk faces. Nah.
I can say us white people, us women, us.
Hey, I support you, femins.
Thank you.
I support you.
I know you give me 1 second to talk on Feminist Hour.
Yeah, no, we started out kicking the female out of the room, so it's like an improvement.
Yeah.
It's a metaphor.
I want to have misogynist hour now, just where I talk about how.
Can I be on that?
Yes.
God damn it! I should be back in the kitchen.
The trouble with dames is dames is trouble.
I know a woman that like legitimately doesn't think she should have the right to vote. Like she doesn't
No,
think
I
she should have
know.
the right to vote, and I'm like, I'm scared
Have you ever
of you.
seen like wife swap episodes where they get the crazy Christian people to do
No-
it?
no.
And it's
Dear.
like the one woman's like long jean skirt, like turtleneck
Yeah.
sweater, like long hair because she can't cut it, and like, no, I don't understand the concept of me working. Why can my husband cook? No,
No, that's my role.
no. And then like,
What do you mean voting?
What do you mean I can say no to my husband?
This is my sphere.
It's
This is the sphere of domesticity.
Yes.
my kids can never go to public school. No, they
They
must.
teach evolution there.
It's
That's a great pun. Why don't they use that more?
They do.
Do they?
A
I've
lot.
not heard that.
Oh, you've ever heard that?
No.
Christians call it evolution all the time.
I know like people that like would call it that, but they haven't to my face. So I guess they're like not creative enough to like.
I am really excited because in
They're
one of my
slow.
in one of my education classes, everyone has to
might
participate
use
in a
that.
debate,
Mhm.
and I am in the debate group for the religion in education. So it's me. I'm on the con side of the religion does not belong in education. It's me and two other people, and the three people on the other side are the two people on my team that aren't me. Don't give a crap about anything. They're kind of those people in the class. They'll just
Yeah.
do whatever I tell them to do. On the other side of the debate, and I'm so glad it worked out this way, is two people who don't give a crap and the most devoutly religious person in our class. So this is going to be a hell of a debate.
If you need help planning out your side, please come to me. Because in philosophy, my goal was to piss people off towards the end. Because that's when we got into
Oh, I got in so many
philosophy
arguments.
of religion, and I just
Oh
went,
gosh.
well, I'm a full-blown atheist right now. Let everyone start hating me. And there's actually one girl who apparently was gossiping about me because I talked in class about
That's funny.
being an atheist.
No,
was
I
like,
went toe to toe with like this really religious person in my philosophy class
Yeah.
about like God and whatnot.
yeah, no, I had pretty much the whole class against me,
Yeah.
except for like my friend Jonathan, who always missed class, and then one random football player who would actually agree with me. Like, yeah, I think what she's saying sounds smart. I'm like, thank you, random football player.
What really helps is I did debate for 4 years, so like I can just go from knowing nothing and just talk like I know what I'm talking about and just
Oh.
hold my own in a made up conversation on the fly.
I actually know quite a bit.
No, I also know,
Yeah.
but if
Yeah.
I need to, I
No,
can do that.
no,
which
like-
is fun.
It'd be really funny because they're like, well, I follow what the Bible says. And I'm like, have you ever drank alcohol? And you see them get like really tense
Yeah.
up. I'm like, God doesn't believe in that.
My favorite thing that I've ever
Oh.
seen is someone has a I saw someone with a tattoo of the part of Leviticus that says you can't have gay sex, despite the fact that somewhere else in Leviticus it says you shall not get tattoos. Not in those terms, but it's like you won't
Yeah.
like deface your skin
Yeah.
with something. And so it's like,
My-
I'm gonna look up my favorite Bible verse right now. It's
oh, is it the one that? Oh, I saw something once where someone on Facebook posted like, if you ever need a good quote, just go to the Bible. And somebody posted a quote about like a woman like who used to be a prostitute like desiring like donkey-sized penises, and like, that was the thing of it. But it was like written. It was a real thing
Yeah.
from the Bible in its speech, and they just
Yeah.
posted that as a comment on the guy's status, and it made my day.
Yeah, my favorite thing is at my high school, we had a group of girls who all got like praying hands with the rosary in it, and they all happened to be pregnant together. And I was like, well, if someone abstained from sex before marriage, it was my favorite thing.
Could have been immaculate.
Sure.
Yeah.
All 7 of them?
Yep.
And one day
See, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs is actually a part of the Bible where
Oh.
there will be 7 second comings. So there's
Oh.
it's gonna be like what is it with
maybe
7
they were
septuplets?
just all 7 Jewish messiahs.
Yeah, but like the 7 septuplets, is that what you would call it for 7?
Maybe?
Yeah, it'd be like septuplets of, and each one has like a portion of Jesus's mind. Like one is the id, one is like the logic, one is the this, that, and the other thing, and they all have to like meet and kind of like Voltron together to form like
One's
the Turbo
ego,
Messiah.
One's the super ego.
Yeah,
like,
but divided into 7 parts, like
Yeah.
logic, anger, that kind of
yeah.
stuff. And so once they all meet at age 20, they will Voltron together to form Turbo Jesus.
Oh, and just
that's-
save the
and-
world.
And that's what's going to
From
fight.
kaiju.
And so he's going to be a giant like Jesus thing, and he's going to fight the Antichrist, who's
Oh,
going
my
to grow,
child.
who's going to grow giant, kind of like how in Power Rangers they'd be like, make my monster grow, and then it would get bigger. It's going to be like that.
Oh.
See, this is what I mean about how I can just make something up on the fly and sound like I know what I'm talking about. But if I just do that to things that aren't outrageous, I'm a pretty damn good speaker.
Okay, my favorite Bible verse is 2 Kings 2:23 to 2:24. And he was going up by the way. There came forth little children out of the city, and mocked him, and said unto him, Go up, thou bald head, go up, thou bald head. And he turned back and looked to them, and cursed them in the name of the Lord. And there came forth 2 she-bears out of the wood, and tear 40 and 2 children of them.
Yes, anything that has to do with murdering in the Bible is my favorite.
She-bears.
That I'm gonna guess that's in the Old Testament.
2 Kings, I don't know which, that's Older New Testament, actually. But it sounds
my
like
God.
I
Old
don't know.
Testament.
Yeah, that's
God.
no murdering
Definitely.
children with bears sounds like Old Testament.
Very,
God.
very sound. Old
One of my
Testament.
favorite things in the Bible is just Jezebel being eaten by dogs for being a whore. I'm like, yes, because so many people would be eaten by dogs today. You're a whore. Dogs.
Yeah, I'm like one of those like I'm the weird like random deist person, so I like the Bible
yeah.
for like morals and stuff. But there's some things
That's
that I'm
not
not.
what deism is.
It's not. That's like, but I can like respect it for morals. Like
Okay.
they go in
Alright,
line
no, I
with what I
understand now.
believe in cases.
Yeah.
I thought
But,
you were
like-
saying that's what deism
No,
is.
no,
Okay.
I'm not. I'm
alright.
I'm the weirdo in the group.
Yeah, you got kind of morals in there. You know, the first thing says you shall not kill.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a good thing.
Respectable.
You can't deny that killing's bad mostly.
I
Almost
don't know.
always.
If someone's coming at me with a knife and my only option is, kill him before he
Yeah,
kills me.
exactly. But like, you're not gonna be like, I'm gonna murder my neighbor.
I don't know. You've not met my neighbor.
Nor have you.
I've met my neighbor.
Darn it! I was hoping I was onto something.
I haven't. I actually haven't met my neighbor.
Really?
Really?
No, there's a patch of woods between us, and he's kind of creepy. Look, his house is really creepy looking.
So if you like, never mind. I was talking about
Okay.
murdering neighbors, and I was gonna take.
I
that to
wouldn't
a natural
murder him
extent.
though.
Okay.
That's really.
Your hair is very
That feels
soft.
very. Yeah, it's high poof levels right now. Very high poof levels.
The altitude of the poof is very.
It's poof levels. That's the official terminology.
Okay, poof levels.
Yeah.
Poof levels.
Poof levels.
There needs to be like a color system for
There should.
like.
We're at like poof level orange.
Yes.
Yeah.
We're at elevated poof.
Seatbelts required.
15 minutes till midnight. Poof.
Oh, I got Doomsday Clock. That's nice. You're the
Yes.
first person I've ever met who also referenced Doomsday Clock.
Good job.
Congratulations.
Right now my poof level's at burnt sienna.
We're currently at code moving pictures.
Yes.
We're at ratchet up the alert level from Black Watch Plaid to the cover of Russia's seminal album Moving Pictures.
Russia.
What?
You just mentioned Russia.
I said Rush, the band,
Oh.
the Canadian band.
Oh, I
Rush.
heard you say Russia, and I got excited because obviously.
The cover of Rush is R-O-U-S or
Yeah, no, I
R-U-S-H
got what you
apostrophe S.
Yeah, I got what, but it sounded like you said Russia.
Yes,
at first.
I can understand that, but you're wrong.
I'm always right.
Except you
But
were just proven not to be by misunderstanding what I said.
But you said Russia.
No, I didn't.
Not my bad that you can't enunciate words.
the proper word is speak.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Nothing. I think my microphone's gonna get really loud right now.
For those of you listening at home, Marissa just turned the volume on Andrew's
I turned it
headphones
back
all
down.
the way up to
You're
the
very
maximum
loud.
and then made that very loud sound.
Mwah! It's the reason I don't wear headphones because
It's the
Kylie's.
reason you don't wear headphones.
It's the raisin. I'm a southern woman. Don't make fun of my accent.
I thought you're from Virginia.
Making fun of your use of raisins.
Yeah.
I don't think of that as
Virginia.
being south.
Oh my god. A draw. Salsa.
At least she doesn't try to insert
Oh,
dried
my
fruits into
stars
everything.
and garters.
Gosh,
With God as my witness, I shall never be hungry again.
I'm scared of these now.
I'm sorry, I terrified
Joe,
you.
I hope you stopped listening. Don't get any ideas.
I stand by the headphones.
Oh, we still have 3 listeners. I'm assuming Joe
Yeah,
is one.
despite the fact that we're like half an hour over our
I'm
time.
hoping we are, aren't we?
Have we been? Oh, I've been archiving for an hour, so I was just gonna try to make up archiving time.
Oh, okay.
But I'm gonna keep going. This is practice.
Yeah, no, I'm having
4?
fun.
Okay.
Is that okay?
I need to go watch the next 2 episodes of Gravity Falls at some point,
shoot.
though.
I have to watch Young Justice.
I
I planned
need-
on doing an
I had to watch the
all-nighter.
finale as
I'm going to watch The
two-parter that it
Replacements.
is. What?
What?
The Replacements, the movie about.
I thought
There's
you were
like-
talking about the
Everything's
TV
gonna be
show.
No,
different in
no, I
season
like that
2.
show though.
The little cartoon show.
Yeah.
Oh, did it change?
I didn't.
It wasn't
What do you
great,
mean?
but I thought it was kind
You
of
already
funny.
seen it?
Some of it.
Really?
I thought most of
Where?
it came from. I thought most of the
Teach
humor
me
came
your
from the
ways.
fact of like jamming a whole bunch of people who don't know each other into a family unit and
Yeah, I
saying
know,
"go."
Like where?
Yeah.
I thought that was funny.
Don't like your treacherous friend, Marissa.
What do you say?
Spoke deceits and lies that I will not repeat.
Okay.
But The Replacements, the movie I tend to watch tonight, is a movie about there's a strike among the an NFL team. I don't remember which one. And so they just get, in order to maintain their like standing in the ranks,
Put these on.
they assemble
on.
anyone they can get a hold of in order to like just field a team of misfits. So it's basically just like Keanu Reeves and whoever and a handful of other people being being football players, being coached by Gene Hackman, and hilarity ensues.
It's like that scene in Ghostbusters where he's like listening with on the table, they bang it to get his attention. I don't remember who exactly it was.
I don't. I'm trying to remember that scene.
Yeah, it's like one of the first scenes.
Yeah. I'm not phased by things as much as you guys are, evidently.
Panch doesn't have ears.
No, the moment see.
He has bad hearing already, so.
No,
Oh
I
my
have very
gosh.
good hearing actually.
What?
I hear you say what so many times. What'd you say?
It's what radio? Of course. I'm done. I'm done. I give up.
No, that's because a lot of the talking takes place in the comments. I have bad hearing there because my hearing, like, I pick up everything and everything gets drowned out. If you're sitting more than like the other side of the table from me, I can't hear you because your voice bleeds into the background noise of everyone else in my headphones.
I turned
made
it
a
back
weird
to
noise.
the-
There we go.
I had it in the notch.
Was it? Maybe it wasn't
Yeah.
in the notch before then.
Oh. I put it in the notch.
I don't know, but my own voice in my own ears got very loud when you guys turned it up, so I kind of
'Cause
prepped
you-
myself for the
You went
incoming
closer
beat.
to the mic.
What?
You went closer to the mic.
When?
You like just adjusted a minute.
Yeah.
A couple seconds ago, and you were like, "Rah, rah, rah."
No, I'm saying when you guys raised my
Oh.
raised my speaker thing, I could hear my own voice getting louder. I
was
knew what you
like,
were
what?
doing.
I was guessing.
Raise my child.
Yes. I thought it was a good guess.
Yeah.
But you could just, move back over here too
No,
where
I
the
like to
microphone is.
yell.
All right, fine.
It still probably doesn't pick up much.
We're all
Whatever.
gonna yell in the show.
Whatever.
This is the professional standards of broadcasting that I promised in the What Radio Constitution.
This is I think Towns and I are the best radio shows you have, though.
Yeah, we are.
I think we get the most views.
I got
like
20 viewers.
Do you?
Yeah, I did.
Do you really?
I did once.
I think we get the highest
I got
we've gotten is
21.
18.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I think we're your 2 best shows.
Yeah, it's
so
really-
I don't know what everyone else gets, so I can't
So-
say
They
that.
have you by the balls.
My roommate's
no.
most has gotten 2.
Ah,
bam.
Okay. Wow.
mine typically only has like 5 or
And one
6.
of them is probably himself.
Then again, I don't really advertise it very much.
I got that when the radio wasn't working and we didn't tell anyone how to get on.
Yeah. I know. Like I think the one time the page wasn't
I
working,
have
we
more
posted.
problem solvers listening to my show than your roommate.
Back in the heyday of the last laugh, though, we typically averaged about like 16 a week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But now
That's about
we've been off the air for a while. I'm trying to reestablish the fact that I exist, and plus a lot of my friends work
Yeah.
now, so they can't come anymore
I have a lot of
because
people that
most of my
classes
friends
on
have like
Thursday
dropped
We
out of
had-
being in
We
college.
actually had one show listening where we didn't advertise on our Facebook, I think, but we did on Tumblr, and we had 2 listeners we didn't know
Really?
from Tumblr, and I was like, wow.
That's kind of
so-
weird.
No, I thought it was cool.
You're gonna get like the boombox outside your window of like some guy you've never met.
I really hope I do,
It'd be hilarious.
because then I'll bring my baseball bat outside and use it
You
on
have
his
one of those
boombox.
too?
Actually, no, I left mine at home on accident.
I have a
You have
like
a hammer.
green.
have a
I have
hammer,
a
though.
green plastic baseball bat.
Really?
Yeah, like the hollow like goofy
Yeah, like a
children's
wiffle
toy
bat
one.
thing?
What?
Like a wiffle bat or like an
No,
inflatable?
like a fat bat or whatever they're called,
Okay.
like the stupid like
Yeah.
children's toy that comes like
like,
prepackaged with like
very
the
wide.
the ball that's like
Yeah,
the size
okay.
of your head.
It's like the not even wiffle ball.
yeah.
Like the Nerf stuff, like borderline.
No, not even Nerf.
It's like the
Doesn't even hurt.
Yeah, no.
what's the little tykes, whatever.
Yeah, that's a thing.
You know what?
Play
I'm talking
School.
about. Play School.
Or, yeah, there's something else, isn't there?
Yeah, I don't know. Like one of those
Like
brands.
a 2-word thing.
Yeah.
That'll drive me insane.
I know.
Thank you.
Well, Play School is the one I'm thinking of. I don't know what you guys are talking about.
Neither do we. That's the thing.
Yeah, we don't
Yeah.
break it. I mean, don't break it. I mean,
If you break my antenna thingy, it shall become more powerful than you could possibly imagine.
I am a white belt.
Oh, I'm so fried.
is that good?
White belt is
Okay.
starting. It means it doesn't.
I was gonna give you props and say
No,
maybe you're good.
That's the starting
That's
point.
the way you start.
Yeah.
Well, it's better than no belt.
Not really.
Debatable.
No.
Debatable.
Technically speaking, I'm a white belt.
Debatable on how long they've been doing it. If they're ready to test the next belt, then maybe they
I
might
was
be able
close.
to maybe do something.
Okay.
I was close.
Once you
I'm
get
gonna
to
just
my
say-
level,
We're,
then you're-
for
then
those
you're-
of you listening at home, the two people not talking into mics are currently have a conversation while everyone else is listening
No
to them
one-
talk. So
That's a good experiment for a show. So what's your name?
Do you not know my name?
Steven.
Yes.
Okay.
don't hold the mic up. You're ruining the experiment.
No, don't.
We're trying to see if the folks at home can understand what's happening.
Get the boom out of the shot.
It's not a boom mic. We currently though are working on the means because we got the thing somewhere in the closet to like attach to the thing and like
Did
make
you go
boom
in the
mics.
closet?
I am the closet.
You're not allowed in the closet.
I am allowed in the closet. It's my closet. Wow, your eyes just did a really like terrifying thing.
Yeah, I know. I do it all the
It's
time.
like you blinked sideways.
Terrifying things all the time.
Yeah, with my eyes,
Okay.
it freaks Amy
Oh.
out. Like they take out their contacts, it freaks me out. So then I could just go cross-eyed because none of them apparently can.
But
do
it's
it
not
for
like you
long.
you didn't like maintain it. You just kind of like
I know.
blinked cross-eyed and back. It was really terrifying.
I'm not freaked out.
You're not.
Why am I not freaked out?
Can you
Well,
cross
because
your eyes?
to be fair though, you were watching for it. You were expecting it. Like when I'm just looking at it, and
Yeah,
then suddenly
like I do it and stare
Like, I
off
didn't
all
like-
the time because it'll make
But, like,
someone
I didn't
react.
Like, notice anything.
Like I win stare offs because I just go, and they're like, what
What?
the fuck? And I'm like, yeah, lazy
Like,
eyed.
speaking's like cheating and staring contest.
No, I don't speak. I just
You go.
yeah.
I don't know what happened recently, but until like this year, I've had terrible trouble making eye contact with people. Like I've never been able to hold it, and now I can.
I make awkwardly long eye contact with people, and it's a really bad habit because Dr. Denner, my Russian professor, he will stare at you but be talking to someone else, and he'll just stare at you the whole time and talk to like 3 different people. So I just stare at him back, and then I think like we both just get like, oh god, we've been staring at each other for 10 minutes. Let's look over somewhere.
What?
Like Kylie warned me, and I'm like, oh, I don't mind eye contact. I enjoy eye contact.
I'm aware. Yes.
Stop doing homoerotic things.
I'm
without
poking.
me.
I am poking Andrew in the knee with my. I have an antenna that from like a boombox
Can I
or
see
something
it?
that extends and retracts that I use as like a pointer, and also to like poke people with and like
Conductor.
pop them with.
You don't conduct works with them.
It's about I'd say
I
maybe
poked your weenus.
2 feet long.
I just poked his weenus with your antenna.
Woo! I'm done.
We have more listeners now.
Yeah.
And I don't
Which is
understand.
surprising.
It is after Nerd Herd Hour, but
Yeah.
this is still Nerd
So
Herd.
someone like tuned in like. I hope Nerd
You
Herd's
can't
over
stop
now.
the
Let me
signal,
start the
baby.
radio.
No, they're still on. This is Nerd Herd, guys. So
Yeah, believe it or
you
not.
might expect music. I'm like, I don't know. Whenever we decide to leave.
Maybe there isn't a show after you guys, is there?
No, Saturday night.